Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel, coming back at you. Another offering of my sampler platter. Yes, you folks, sampler platter videos, series videos I do for the while. Now we're going over there, try out food and drink items. I eat the stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. Trust me, no one more than me is hoping for this, folks. Okay, not only am I, a somewhat rotund individual, so there's that aspect coming into play. But on top of that, I got to be the one to taste it and stuff. So, but I'm going to go over there. I'm going to yammer on about stuff. I'm going to portray the things that I'm trying through vocal means and hand gestures and all that good stuff. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm inside the truck. I also got my grody work shirt on. I'm also a little grody myself, you can see. If you watch videos for a while, you know that typically if that's the case, and I was on my way to a place and I found a thing to review, that's very much the case today. So what am I trying for y'all today, folks? Well, we're doing, boom! It's a thing from Burger King. It's a Croissan'wich. It's original since 1983. I don't think they had a Croissan'wich in 1983, though I could be wrong. I wasn't born in 1983. So, so with this one, I don't do a lot of Burger King stuff here, but I did the Ghost Pepper Whopper not too long ago. One of the things that I did, though, like a few weeks back, they had some breakfast melts that I tried. And I did videos for all three of those, like ham, bacon, and sausage. And at the time, I'd gone over there and, sung its praises, said, hey, these are really good. So when I got off work today, I knew I wanted to grab something on the way home. And I decided, you know what, I'll go back to Burger King. I want to get one of those melts, right? Wouldn't you know it, they're not available anymore. But they did have an item that I don't know if it's new or not, but it seemed like it was worth doing a video on. Because this isn't just any Croissan'wich, folks. This isn't some pedestrian pissant Croissan'wich. No, folks, this is the fully loaded Croissan'wich, okay? This is the triple X of Croissan'wiches. And I'm talking the original one with Vin Diesel, okay? Not the later one with Ice Cube or the one after that. But that one did have Tony Jaa in it. And Donnie Yen. I'm just saying. No, folks, this one, we're not just doing sausage, we're not just doing bacon, we're not just doing ham, we're doing all fucking three. This shit is, like I said, this thing is on adrenaline. It's all the things, folks. All the radical tude of the 90s, plus, the kind of just, was there even a thing of the 2000s? I guess it was still kind of a holdover from the 90s for a little while. But this is what you need to know, folks. This is the Limp Bizkit. Okay, like the late 90s Limp Bizkit of croissant sandwiches. We're going to give it a shot. I have to say, it feels a little bit light to be fully loaded. Like on the picture, it's all like big and impressive. And then, of course, I'm not saying anything that hasn't already been said before in that regard. Let's take a look at this. Let's look at it. I don't know, folks. Looking at this, does it make me want to go over there and try it for the nookie? I don't think quite to that extent. Maybe rolling. Maybe rolling. I could go with that. This definitely seems like some chocolate starfish in the hot dog flavored water level Limp Bizkit. I don't think this is them at their best. But it does have sausage. It does have ham and bacon. So, yeah, okay. By the way, my favorite Limp Bizkit song is Rearranged, which was one of their singles, and no one ever talks about it. It's such a good song. Like, it's so not every other song they ever did. It's so good. If you're not into Limp Bizkit, if you think Fred Durst is a bit of a douche, go check out the video for Rearranged. I'm not saying it's going to go over there and turn you, into a lifelong fan or anything, but I think there's a lot more to Limp Bizkit than they sometimes get credit for, because that's a really good song. Anyway, let's eat a goddamn Croissan'wich. All right. All right. It's good. It's very pliable. It doesn't have a lot of give back. Um, the most prominent flavor is the ham, far and away, far and away. And I said this in the video where I did the breakfast ham melt that they did. I like that. I like that the ham has a nice flavor to it. You know, it's got kind of a salty savoriness to it. I enjoy it. After that, you've got the sausage. It's in there, and at times I could, sort of feel it poking through. Take, make of that what you will. But I could taste it, sort of making an appearance here and there. The bacon, and this, I brought this up in the breakfast melts review. Problem with bacon, when you're doing it with like fast food stuff, is that typically you're using kind of substandard bacon, and you're not using enough of it for it to make like a real proper difference. That's very much the case here. I would say if anything, all the bacon really did, it added a little bit of texture. It's not crispy at all, but it has a little bit more give or a little bit more bounce back than the other stuff. And I think if anything, it just kind of went over there and sort of played into the saltiness of the ham, and I think it just kind of amplified that a little bit. It's definitely the least of the factors here. Like, I genuinely think you could probably omit that, and it would be more or less the same experience. Like I said, just maybe, might dial back the flavor of the ham just a tad. That bacon's a little crispy. Okay. It's a little bit more flavorful, too. Okay. Alright. I won't put the bacon as a completely non-factor. It is in there, but it's definitely still the weakest element, far and away. Which is a shame, because when you do get a taste of it, and when you do get that nice crispy texture, it acts as a nice element. But again, you're not getting enough of it, and it's just, if you're going to go over there and use kind of not the best quality bacon, you need to use a lot of it to make up for it. It kind of defeats the purpose of using the lesser quality stuff in the first place. But yeah, I mean, for what it is, it's not bad. For me, the best element for me is the ham. And beyond just it being the most flavorful element, I actually like the flavor of Burger King's breakfast ham. Definitely, it's probably like one of the very few things where I would say, like, if you're comparing them versus McDonald's breakfast, I think their ham has a better flavor than McDonald's ham does. So in that regard, I can give it to it because it has that element that I like. But do I really think that all of the elements are really, playing a proper role? Do I really think it's it's not a poorly constructed sandwich in idea, but the problem is that with the ham doing what it's doing, it's really kind of overshadowing the two other proteins. And I mean, the egg is hardly a factor. It's just there for for posterity's sake. It's fine, but it does kind of, it falls into a little bit of the issue that I have with a lot of the breakfast menu items with Burger King, where it's like, I think they have good ideas, I just don't think they're executed to the fullest extent. Whereas, like, again, comparing it to McDonald's, it's like, look, I'm not saying everything from McDonald's is fucking great, that's for damn sure, but I have to give it to McDonald's. They take what they do and they refine it, and they go over there and they make sure that, that there's something there. With Burger King, I feel like they just kind of, they use the elements that they have and just kind of put them in different configurations, and none of them are really that special. That's where this kind of falls into play. It's still a better Burger King breakfast item that I've had, for sure, but a lot of it's just because I like how their ham tastes. So, would I recommend it? Sure, it's not bad. If you're, I'll put it like this. If you're already at Burger King and you're already, there for breakfast, it's a fine item to add. It's probably one of the better items that they have available. Now, that said, for me personally, would I go back specifically for this item to go get Burger King breakfast? No, I wouldn't. The breakfast melts I was more on point with. This I don't think is bad, but it's nothing special. And, I know that, I can go to Wendy's or I can go to Burger King. I can even go to Taco Bell. And, there's just things there that I have greater appreciation for than I do this. So, like I said, not bad, but just kind of, it's okay. It's a solid C+. That's what I'll give it. Anyway, folks, that's going to do it for me on this one. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. And, folks, if you could go over there and have yourselves a truly fully loaded rest of your life, okay? And, again, I'm not talking about some piddly-ass, Croissan'wich fully loaded. I'm talking we're going to be going over there. We're going to be jet skiing with AK-47s blazing. There's going to be mutant sharks chasing us. It'll be like Deep Blue Sea, like 7. Because, the first one's pretty good, and then I didn't see the other ones, but I didn't hear good things, and they didn't look very good. But given enough time, maybe you'll get, kind of up-and-coming director who want to take the franchise in a new place. Maybe that's how we get a Street Sharks movie. That's all I'm saying. I need to make that a thing. Anyway, final 2 things, folks. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you do, folks. You try not to be an asshole. Not always the easiest thing to do. Now, at the time I'm, recording this, doing all this, it's a lovely fall day. It's wonderfully overcast. I don't mean to seem dour, but, people who watch my videos, me and the sun don't get along too well. I love days like this. It can be a little cooler. But even on a nice day like this, the potential for assholery is always there. That's why we have to take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, try to make things better for everybody. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe you're going to try a fully loaded Croissan'wich, right? Maybe like me, you're going to be a little bit less than impressed. And you're going to go over there and you're going to go home and you're going to be like, damn it, I'm going to make the most fully loaded Croissan'wich anyone has ever seen. And you're going to work it out and you're going to go over there and there's going to be radical tunes playing the whole time. You're going to, the entirety of Significant Other by Limp Bizkit is going to be playing the whole time. All right, not even, when you're done with that, you're going to go straight to $3 bill. Oh, yeah. Maybe the hot dog flavored water. They're like half the songs on that are okay. But you're going to be tooting it up. You're going to go over there. It's going to be so radical. Vin Diesel's going to go over there. He's going to smash through your roof. Don't worry. He's going to pay for it. He's a good dude. But he's going to go over there. He's going to help you out. And y'all are just going to have a radical, crazy time. Vinnie Jones will probably be there because why not, I guess. I'm just naming actors who are just 50 plus years old at this point. Or conversely, you could go over there and do something that's significantly more realistic than that. Maybe just go over there and make yourself and, your family a really nice breakfast, and then, they'll hopefully appreciate you for your efforts and all that good stuff. You'll have made them smile. Right?